Full time at Anfield, we have taken all 3 points against West Ham. This was a game that really left us breathless. This is Menace the Monk, and we are talking about the Liverpool versus West Ham game. But before we get started, make sure that you hit the like button. And if you're new here, you click on that subscribe button so that we keep growing and keep bringing Liverpool content to you. Now, talking about the starting lineup, there was some news about Navigator not being fit for this one, but he started this one. So that was the only thing that was a little surprising in terms of the team. The rest of the team was pretty straightforward. We went ahead with the best options that we had. Um, and, talking about the game, West Ham were coming off of not a very good run of form. Um, they also had a few problems scoring. Antonio has not scored since a long time. Today also he failed to score, thankfully for us. But safe to say that they more than matched us. It was a very, very tough game. One thing I'd like to say is that we looked a little off color when it came to finishing, and it was not just one player. I think Salah, Luis Diaz, Mane, although he did score, and that was the difference in the end. But we just lacked that final edge when it came to finishing. Uh, However, apart from that, I think that we, as a unit, we did well. A lot of luck involved in certain cases. The Lanzini chance comes to mind. That's the biggest one. That if he buries that, then it's 1-1, and who knows what would have happened if it had been 1-1, and then West Ham would have gotten the confidence to score one more. However, they did not. I think that. Konate had a lot of problems against Michael Antonio. I think this was a game in a long time where Konate did not look his usual solid best. But there were a few misplaced passes from Virgil van Dijk as well. So I think that overall there were issues all over the park. In the midfield also we lost a little bit of the battle. Lanzini was absolutely brilliant for West Ham United, and he did really well. I think defensively also they were not afraid to put their bodies on the line, and they defended really, really well. I I I thought that Trent was definitely our man of the match. He could have gotten 2 assists. I mean, he did get 1 assist, and he could have gotten 2 assists uh, in this game. And the first half, we with the chances we had, we ideally should have buried this game in the first half itself with a 2-0 or a 3-0. I think would have been a much bit of a stretch, but it should have been 2-0 in the first half. However, credit where it's due. These are the kind of games that you must win in order to look like champions. Now, and speaking of champions, we are now 3 points behind Manchester City, who play Manchester United tomorrow. And it is going to be very, very interesting. This is turning out to be a very, very thrilling title race. But there are certain issues in our defense that needs sorting. Against Chelsea, against a few moments against Norwich as well. We did look a little bit vulnerable, but again, we don't want to dwell too much on this. This is I think the 7th or 8th game consecutively where we've won, kept a clean sheet as well. It was 3 points is all that matters. I wouldn't say this was a vintage Liverpool performance, but 3 points behind Manchester City. Let's go. Let's see what happens. Now we play Inter, so there's got to be some changes. I think Thiago comes back for that one. Firmino, there is a chance, and I think Jota will start for that one. But that we'll get to that when we get to that. But 3 points behind Manchester City. Up the Reds.